That was a fun game. Now, of course, if Paulo Banchero didn't have the Butterfingers at the end, the result wouldn't have been as fun. But hey, I'm not going to get on my Italian brethren, mostly just because when I hoop, I've been known to have the Butterfingers as well. But anyways, it's late. I'm just coming back from the Basement Sports Network post-game show, which was wild tonight.
Real point guard. A real point guard.
Choking on
That was
like a
Booyah, dick. But if y'all haven't checked that out, make sure you go subscribe. They're live after every single game, and it's always highly entertaining. The link for that's down below. That being said, I have no notes for tonight, so we're just going to kind of go through the box score, look at these players, and whatever my mind remembers from the game, we're going to go ahead and discuss today. I do want to start maybe with Tyler Hero, kind of get this out the way because you guys have more time in the comments to call me a hater, I guess. I thought it was funny because when the game started, Eric Reed pointed out, he said, oh, the Heat have 5 buckets on 5 assists. I wonder why. And also later in the game, Eric Reed was mentioning the guys that the Heat were missing tonight because, of course, they were missing Jimmy Butler and I forget who else was out, but Caleb Martin basically came back and he said he was trying to think who else was out and he forgot to mention Tyler Hero. So I was wondering if that was some low-key shade from Eric Reed. I don't think so, but I'm joking. I love Tyler Hero. This team is certainly better without him. This is definitely one of those games where they could have used him tonight. Now, we'll get into it a little bit later with the offensive execution in the fourth quarter. Why don't we just get into it now? Let's talk about Bam Adebayo because it all relates. He was amazing tonight, and the thing that I like most about Bam Adebayo is no matter if he starts slow or if he's a little more timid, a little more passive to start the game, kind of like we see Jimmy Butler do a lot, always or usually by the end of the game, he's always finishing with like an efficient 20+ points. And that's what we saw again tonight, right? Was more passive in the first half, had like 6 assists, moving the ball very well. But when it came to winning time, that was when Bam Adebayo took over. Now, where this relates to Tyler Hero, because I know I'm rambling, so just to kind of tie it all back together, I have a big issue, or one of my biggest issues with this team this year is their fourth quarter execution. Obvious, right? I know they have a lot of fourth quarter struggles this year in general, but it's their shot selection late in these clutch games. A lot of it is with Jimmy Butler settling for tough step back threes, and we see the same thing with Tyler Hero, who even just in that last game versus OKC, a lot of people were mad about, his tough fadeaway 3 at the end and the layup at the rim where he got blocked. So I feel like they settle a little bit too much. But what I like from what Bam Adebayo did tonight is that he got to his spots. Late in the fourth quarter, we saw him do like that jab spin, 2-hand jam in the paint. He was being aggressive. We saw that play where he got fouled 6 times by like Jalen Suggs and whoever else was down there, but he tried to attack the basket. They didn't call foul. Fortunately, the ball went off on Mo Wagner, I think, but he was trying to be aggressive. And then, of course, you had the badass game winner where he came off the bench out the timeout singing In the Air Tonight, and then just drilled the game winner, getting right to his mid-range spot, not settling for some tough contested fadeaway 3, but got right to his mid-range spot, did a beautiful move, created a ton of space, and pulled an amazing shot, which he cast and did not force. So just to clear up too, I don't hate Tyler Hero, and I think he's very good in these clutch situations because he's a very good clutch player, but I would just like to see Tyler Hero clean up a little bit of the difficult shot selection. And remember, you do got a 24-second shot clock. Maybe you can look to find a better look if it's not with you or if it's with someone else. Or, hey, maybe even do a couple passes and the Rockets swing back to you, and then you can go ahead and take some sort of shots. So I just would like for them to work on their ball movement. I'm trying to be very careful because I'm tired of people flooding my comments with saying I'm a Tyler Hero hater. That's not true. I got the bobblehead. Well, you can't see I moved it, but that's not intentional. I got the Tyler Hero bobblehead up there. I have a whole setup on that shelf. I just can't get the camera in a way to angle it to see it. Anyways, we talked about Bam Adebayo. We talked about Tyler Hero. Hayward Highsmith, nice to have him back. The defense was great. We did get a couple of those things that I always said about him where never in my life have I heard more of the phrase great defense, better offense than when Highsmith is guarding someone, because he's clamping, but then, the offensive player seems to score oftentimes. We saw that tonight. Paulo Banchero was hooping, and I get it. That is a tough matchup for Highsmith. I think Banchero's even like, 5 inches taller than Highsmith. So obviously it's a tough matchup, but hey, when the game mattered most, that was Highsmith down there, and he was playing phenomenal defense. So shout out to Highsmith. You had Nikola Jovic get another start. he was kind of the point guard today on NBA app right here. They have Hawkes as starting point guard and Jovic as the starting 4. But he really did get a chance to kind of run the offense a lot. The numbers don't jump out at you. He just had 3 rebounds and 3 assists, and he shot 1 for 8. But that's pretty bad, actually. But he looked very, very fluid out there. So I love Nikola Jovic, even though I've posted a million trade videos with him in the trade packages and people are mad at me. Although today, I did post a Pascal Siakam trade video earlier, so make sure y'all go check that out. And I did not have Jovic in the trade package, so I kept our guy out of the trade. But he was fine tonight, and I like to see him getting this run, because the more run he gets, you know, the faster he'll improve, obviously get more experience, and he's a guy that the talent is undeniable. I think we can all agree on that. Duncan Robinson, monster bounce back game, 23 points, 40% from 3. The thing that I love most about Duncan, I'll say it every video if I have to, he is a new and improved player with regards to his confidence. And, you know, last year, maybe even a little bit the year before that, when he'd get into these cold slumps, you know, they'd last for weeks at a time. He'd have a bad game, and you'd see him get down on himself and really lose a ton of his confidence. But this year, we've seen him have bad games, and more times than not, the next game, he goes off. Now, I think it's been like 1 or 2, you know, subpar games for Duncan in a row. So you knew a breakout was coming, and sure enough, the 23 points tonight, he was awesome, especially from the jump. And honestly, he was very versatile. I think he hit 9 shots today, and only 4 of them were threes. Yeah, so you love to see that from Duncan Robinson. I think he should be in the starting lineup. Jaime Hawkins Jr. was incredible tonight. 19 points. He was 8 of 16, so 50%, which is surprising because I felt like he missed a lot of layups tonight. But he's awesome. And again, I say this every video too. What can be said about Jaime Hawkins that hasn't already been said? He can do it all. Absolutely love it. Jay Rich got hot from the start, had 9 points. Kevin Love with 5 points tonight. And then Caleb Martin rounded out the bench tonight with 11 points. Very nice to see Caleb come back from his injury and play very well. Because, of course, he started the season injured. And when he came back, it took a couple weeks for him to get back to himself. And he started playing very well. Got hurt again. So I was a little worried he needs some time to get the rust off. But not tonight. He played awesome. A couple other interesting things I saw. I saw that Jaime Hawkins now actually leads the entire NBA in fourth quarter minutes. When's the last time a rookie did that? That's just, unless it was on like some loser team, like a looter in the riot type team just to get some numbers. But on a winning team, to have a rookie, particularly the Heat, who don't really like playing young guys or guys with not a lot of experience. I get he's a 4-year college guy. I understand that part, but he's still a rookie. For him to be leading the league in fourth quarter minutes, that's the ultimate sign of respect from Erik Spoelstra, and that's just got to make Jaime Hawkins feel amazing. And other than that, it was a huge win for the Heat because they were tied with the Orlando Magic in the loss column. That puts them ahead now, and they're 7th in the East right now, the Heat are, but it's too early to be looking at that stuff because they could win their next game and be back up by 4. They're only 1 game behind the Indiana Pacers. That being said, the Heat's next game, I think, is in a couple days versus the Charlotte Hornets or something like that, but I can't look ahead because tomorrow night, or Saturday night, whenever y'all watching this, the Miami Dolphins play in negative 30 degrees weather versus Kansas City. I think they got no shot, but please prove me wrong, man. Don't blow. Just give me the first playoff win I've been able to watch in my life, please. Anyways, let me know y'all thoughts on the game down below. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe because it really helps me out a lot. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.
Look, pull up in your city tryna get that dead face. Do it on my own, I don't need no dead weight. Had to kill him off, yeah, I need a head space. You know this homegrown bitch don't offend me.